Hey, it's Black Friday. Hi everyone. Can comments come up here, or is it going to be there? Right, you're going to tell me. Okay, so this is the first time I have done a live stream in this StreamYard thing, just to tell you, the wee banner things across the bottom, what's happening, what we're doing, what we're talking about, what offers we have on today. So I was just, obviously with the news of lockdown, everybody was just like, come on, we want to do our shopping, we want to get sorted for Christmas. Can't believe it's Black Friday and none of our shops are open. The other thing that was coming across was that loads of people, yes, we're all kind of used to buying online, but there's still a lot of people who want to see the product in action. They want to ask questions about the product before they buy. Like personally, I prefer going into a shop, talking to someone, asking them questions about it. Hey, Nikita. So there's David, and he's helped me because I haven't got a clue about this. He's better at all this. He's doing all the fancy banner stuff along the bottom. So yes, so back to what I was saying. So lots of people want to go into a shop, and you're giving me too many things to think about, love. Go into a shop, ask about the product, wants to see like a demo on the product, and just before you buy, instead of going, I just don't enjoy buying online. Yes, it's nice when they come in the door, but as I say, I prefer going in, having a look. So I'm trying to do the best we can. So please, hi Imogen, so please ask any questions when I'm talking about the products. And what we're offering is, yes, you can go online to ciaradailymakeup.com, or we have the office number. It's coming up across the bottom. If you want to phone in and speak to one of us, we'll be able to guide you as to what's what, and take your order over the phone. You just take card payments over the phone. So if any of us don't like buying online, you can just ring us up and we can take your order over the phone. So if you can't get through, because obviously we don't, we're not QVC, we don't have 100 million phone lines, but if you don't get through, if you even PM us, Ciara, can you ring me for a chat and want to order some stuff, then happy days, we can do that. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is obviously our biggest selling product. I've done it. Oh, yes and no. So the biggest, he keeps butting in. So our biggest selling product obviously is our Hero Brush. So this is this year's Hero Brush gift collection, which the Hero Brush, so this is a massive offer you're getting today. So the Hero Brush on its own, is usually £25 to buy. Okay, so the Hero Brush, this is our new packaging. So this is usually £25 to buy. Our Hero gift sets retail at £30. Oh, the wee eggs came out. But because it's Black Friday, we're doing 20% off everything. So you're actually getting this beautiful gift set for only £24. So I'm going to run through each product, each of our Christmas collection, and then I'm going to start demoing our things, because a lot of people say, I'd love to see the Hero Brush in action, actually doing it. So you get a lovely little brush holder, so you can throw your Hero Brush into your the brush holder and throw it in your handbag, which is great, because sometimes the brush can get a little bit mucky with foundation, and then it can get over your other products, or you want to bring it with you to work or whatever. So you get a little holder, and then this is obviously our egg, which I'll show you in a little minute how you actually wash your Hero Brush with the egg to keep it all in place. So the offer on that is amazing. This is only on until, I think it's usually Friday, like the Monday, like Cyber Monday, but obviously it's limited stock. So get your order in today. As I say, ciaradailymakeup.com, or phone or PM is your number, and we'll ring you, take an order over the phone, and get it straight out to you in the post today. So that's the Hero gift set. So we're going to be demoing that. We also have what did I do with the our new brush collection, which is our Vitals brush set, which is this. So the Vital brush set is 10 brushes, which I am going to be demoing in a minute, and your leather pouch. So the brushes themselves are absolutely beautiful. Professional makeup artist quality brushes. So that's your Vital brush collection. So this was on our website for £100. The offer on this was that it was reduced to $49, but because we're doing 20% for the Black Friday offer, you're getting it this weekend. 8 brushes. I mean, see that white brush alone. This Couture brush, you would pay at least £40 for that one brush in the likes of some of our competitors like your Laura Mercier, your MAC, your Bobbi Brown. So this brush is worth £39 alone, let alone the rest of it, let alone your beautiful leatherette pouch, which sells for £20. So this is probably the biggest bargain you're going to get today. So 8 brushes, everything from eyebrow, eyes, cheeks, contour, concealer, everything's all in this. So this is your Vital brushes. So anybody, non-question, how does the foundation do with going over powder? So if you powder down and then you need to top up down, yes, I'll get on to that, Nikita, whenever I'm doing the demo. I understand what you're saying. So when I'm actually physically doing makeup in a wee minute, I'll try and yes, in relation, yes, I get what you're saying, like just topping up or whatever. I'll cover that in a wee minute when I start the demo. So Vitals reduced to £39.20 today, unreal value. The next thing, so in my collection there is 4 products. Then we have the Noir Flat Lay Velvet Bag. Has any of you seen these flat lay bags? They're incredible. The amount of stuff that you get into them, that just opens up. It's going to be kind of hard for me to demo. I might have to get David in to give me a hand to show you how they work, but it is so luxurious. We did them last year in the gold sequence. They were beautiful, but we got absolutely because we did them as a gift set, so we had products in them. But we got tortured. Please, 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 just do the bags on their own. So this year we done the black velvet, so it's really, really luxurious. You get so much into it. It's brilliant for going away or just keeping your makeup or your dressing table tidy. You throw it all in, you pull the strings, and it's unbelievable how much you get into these wee bags. So this is reduced from £18 to, what did we work it out? What's 20% off £18? £14.40, £3.60 off. So again, see that if you even got, say that, to me that's a present for, say, like, it's a gorgeous what do you call it? Santa, what do you call it? Secret Santa. Or like an auntie, because only, you know, it's not a lot of money, but or a great wee stocking filler. Yeah, gorgeous. Everybody comes into the shop to buy the hero and then they go, oh my God, that feels so nice. It looks so nice. I demo it and they're absolutely in love with it. So really good bargain, £14.40 for that. And last but not least, in my Christmas collection, we have the Burr palette. Yay! So the Burr palette, right, we had a bit of problems getting the delivery of these, obviously with COVID, delivery of everything, but it is en route and should be with us the start of next week. Yay! So if you put an order in today, you will get it for the start of next week. So the Burr palette is my first ever eyeshadow palette, so I'm going to be demoing it. And as you see, is that right? Yeah. I wanted a palette that you can all use every single colour in. I'm a wee bit fed up with these palettes and you're like, oh my God, there's all these colours, but I only use 3 of them. What is the point of buying all these palettes that you only use 3 colours? I wanted a palette that you're going to use every single colour. And you know when you run out of your favourite, there's like, they're all favourites. So I'm going to show you a demo. You see all of these bottom, I think there's 18, so 12 matte and 6 shimmer, which to me is the perfect combination on a palette. Yes, Alex, you need to get the palette. Alex is a good customer of mine. She, yes, you brought the brushes, Alex, did you, with your your voucher that you had. I know I was talking to Alex during the week. So these are my 4 different products. So this is now reduced to 32. So that's that. Then I've also done a collaboration this year. So this is probably targeted more at the younger audience. So anybody have a daughter or a niece or is just really into like really bright colors. This is my collaboration with Chloe Morton. Chloe is a really young, amazing makeup artist, huge, does loads and loads of YouTube videos, huge on YouTube, on Instagram. She's a real social media guru. So she wanted to do a really colourful, so it's a great kind of complementary palette to go alongside mine, because mine is all your neutrals, your basic, your bare colours. So this is Chloe. So her palette's £30, but you can get that this weekend for 24. Brilliant, Sonia. Love to hear it. You were in Fairhill talking to the gorgeous Kelly. And this is a great wee starter kit. Brushes. There is 6 brushes in this. So for the younger ones or the likes of my Darcy, can't wait to get these for Christmas because she's 12. She's just starting off. The younger ones kind of love Chloe. She's a lot cooler than me. Younger, does all the big, fabulous, bright, bold eyes. I'm more into kind of neutrals, everyday wear, whereas Chloe's the opposite. So this is a great complementary one. If you're into bold colours or the likes of the little set, you're just starting off. So both of these products retail for £30, but for the Black Friday thing, they're reduced to 24. So again, brilliant value on these and gorgeous little stocking fillers for daughters, friends, sons, whoever else is into their makeup. So that's your go-to glam collection. All right, so let's get started with doing some demo-y type stuff. So I had put out a little thing the other day saying, right, still loads of people want to see the hero brush, even though I feel like I've demoed it about 1 trillion times, I'll do it again. So what I always say, so any questions, because I'm sure, you know, if you're on here, you have basically heard of the hero brush. Some of you have heard of it and they're like, well, what the hell's the crack? Why does everybody talk about this hero brush? What is so good about it? So the question I always put back to you guys, so if you don't use your hero brush, what do you usually use to put on your makeup? So the answers are fingers. Lots of people still use their fingers, sponge, or maybe a different type of brush, like maybe a brush a little bit like this. Is there anybody out there who uses a brush like this to apply their foundation, or maybe like a smaller version of that? So these are all products that I used for years whenever I was doing my foundation. But what I found was, and yes, you will get a good finish, whatever. So for you people out there who use their fingers, usually use a damp sponge. Okay, so a bit like my buff buddy. Yeah, something like that, Nikita. I actually need to grab a wee sponge. So yeah, so the sponge is a big one. 2 seconds. Can I ask you to wet that? Maybe just soak it and squeeze it. God love him, he's getting trailed into everything. The joys of lockdown, eh, peeps? Yeah, okay. So the sponge is great, Nikita. You will get a lovely finish with the sponge, but what I don't like about, and I love my Buff Buddy, I do use this for like concealer and stuff like that, but I found it very time consuming. And it sucked up a lot of the product. So if you find, you know, you're putting it in, you're dabbing it in, so the sponge is eating half your product, and it gets mucky and messy and whatever, and it's time consuming. So I'm like, right, okay, I want something, you know, because your foundation is probably the one product that you're replacing all the time and costs you a good bit of money. So because we go through so much foundation, it's the one, like an eyeshadow palette should last you forever, like for not forever, but you know what I mean, say a couple of years, where foundation you have to replace all the time, same as your mascara. So I went, right, okay, sponge is eating too much product, and then it is it's taking too long to get a flawless finish. I can't be asked. I want to get out the door in the mornings as quickly as possible. So it was the same with the likes of these brushes. I found that when you put your foundation on, that it was sucking up into the bristles. And so you're pumping on another wee bit, you're doing this, pumping on another wee bit, doing this. So your brush is eating half the product again. So this is why the Hero brush is so popular. So I'm just going to take any liquid foundation. So as you can see, the Hero brush is made up from synthetic hair. So sorry, I'm going the wrong way. So the foundation sits on top of the bristles. It's not sucking up. So I can leave that sitting there for an hour or two. The product will still be sitting. It's because the bristles are so dense that the product isn't going anywhere. So it's not sucking it up the way some of the other bristles do or the sponge does. Another thing is, yes, it's synthetic. So the other thing is people who use their hands. So they make their face over, lovely, and they've made their hands over. So look at the size of your hand. So usually people are like, so it's like half the product's gone on the face, half the product's gone on your hands. Then what do you do with your hands? You go and you wash it down the sink. So half of your product is getting washed down the sink every day. So there's the likes of the Arbonne, which I use. It's £37 a bottle. I don't want half of it going down the sink. I want it on my face. You know, I want minimum wastage. So you see that's just still sitting there. All right. So how you use that, let me make sure I've got my right color. So we're all about saving money on product and saving time getting it on. So literally, I dot it on. So you dot, like so. So that's just kind of giving you more of an even distribution of product. Okay. Smell the fairy liquid off it. And I literally just buff it in. I should have done a half a face so you can see the difference. But this is the quickest, easiest, I have an ear infection, so you can see I have a wee bit of cotton wool there. See, between having an ear infection and people wearing the masks, and I can't lip read, I just feel like I'm living in a bubble this week. I can't hear what anybody's saying or help with the lip reading because it's like that. It's so frustrating. So I'll just talk to you guys because I can just read. I can just read what you need. Okay, so Nikita, tell me again what. Oh yes, the powder. I'll get onto that in a wee second when I get onto the powder. So there you go. So that's your base on literally 20 seconds. So if there's anybody on here who uses a Hero brush, please, please, please comment and say if you like it. I mean, the feedback that I usually get is once you use this, you will not go back to using your hands or a sponge or whatever. This is your new best friend. So that's my base done. Yeah, looks good. All right, so that's your Hero brush. So just to answer Nikita's question on some people throw it into your bag. So when it comes to a finishing powder, so yes, what she's saying is right. Usually once you powder the set, you shouldn't really start putting more foundation on top. However, if you have, this is the likes of the Arbonne finishing powder. So this powder is so thin, right? So some people use the wrong type of powder, so it's very thick. It's a thick powder, and then if you go to put foundation on top of that, it can look all mucky, messy, whatever. Because this is a really thin powder, so they'll be called finishing powder, sheer cover powder, translucent powder. They're very, very thin. So sometimes, you know, it depends on what products stuff you're using as well, Nikita. But if you're using like a translucent powder, a finishing powder, it shouldn't be a problem to go back and say, like I know if you're, especially with the masks and stuff, you know, you're getting a wee bit more redness and you just want a wee touch up down the nose. You're not going to do any harm. It shouldn't be, it shouldn't leave you unless you're really thick, heavy, and then you're going in, it's just going to be mucky, messy. But the likes themselves, I'll just put a little bit of foundation on like that. A little light powder just kind of dusted over. So I'm going to take my brush, see, and I just kind of set my foundation like so. I am obsessed with this big brush. It is absolutely to die for. It's just got the real right thickness, consistency, size, shape. I can use it for contour. I can use it for my powder. I can use it for my blusher. It's just a gorgeous shape, really densely packed. You know, when you look at different brushes, they all look really nice when they're new, but it's about the longevity of brushes and how they actually grab the product and apply it on all this. So, you know, you can go into, I was going to say drugstore, I sound really American when I say that. You can go into the likes of Boots or Superdrug or whatever, and there's all these brushes and they all look beautiful when they're new, but then 3 months down the line, they've lost their fluffiness, they've lost their softness, and they just don't blend your products as well. You will never see a professional makeup artist using cheap products. So everybody's constantly over the years saying, I want a professional finish. I want my makeup to, how can I get my makeup to look like when you do it, Ciara, when my makeup artist does it? Well, the first thing that every single makeup artist will agree on is that you need good, proper, quality brushes. So I have always been extremely fussy when it comes to brushes, the type of hair, how they've been cut, how they've been put into the ferrule, even right down to the actual handle. So anybody, again, who's on here who has my, you know, the other brushes, the likes of the Phoenix or the Angel brush, so my brushes are high quality, professional makeup artist standard brushes. All right. So usually translucent finish water, yeah, so you should be fine, Nikita. It's only for a wee touch up. We're not talking like a full, you know, it's just going to work. You just want to touch it up. Some people, you know, they might get a wee bit on their nose or whatever, and they're like, just want a wee quick. So usually if I spend time doing my makeup, Nikita, I don't need to touch up the rest of the day, but I just know some people just kind of want to whack it on quick and get out the door, and that's fair enough too. So that is my hero brush, which is on. So with the set that we were talking about, what did I show you? So you know the little eggs I sell. So the crack, this is why we do these, and this is brilliant for all your brushes, but especially your hero brush. So that literally, so people, the biggest question I get asked about the hero brush is how do you clean it? I do have videos on YouTube how to clean your hero brush. It's on my Instagram highlights. You should be able to find it okay, but very quickly, I literally get a bit of fairy liquid, like so. I rinse, I just hold it under the faucet, and I literally use this as like a washboard. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I literally, and it just froths it up. I rinse it so the water just comes running down. I don't soak it. A lot of people, like honestly, the things that I've heard over the years, I put mine in the dishwasher. If there's a girl who works for me told me she put it in the washing machine. I'm like, right, you're sacked. Can't be putting your hero brush in the washing machine. Oh, put it in a pillowcase or my bra wash bag or something like that. Very liquid, little bit of water, give it a scrub, rinse it out and leave it to dry upside down. The things that you want to avoid is you don't want to get the base wet, because bear in mind, this is millions of bristles and it's all gathered into the bottom and glued in there. All right. So, if you look after your hero brush and you wash it, I promise you, you will have it a good few years. Now, you know, people, the ones who can, and they're like, here, I just don't wash it. You know, we do have the spray cleaner, which will sanitize it for you slightly. Let me just show you that, because that's on offer as well. So for a quick sanitize, this is like alcohol. This has been my godsend this year, because I literally spray everything with this, because it's like 90% alcohol, so it'll kill it. So even when I'm doing someone's makeup, all my powder products I can spray with that, and it'll sanitize it, get rid of any germs, viruses, all that jazz. All my eyeshadow palettes, I spray it with that. Blushers, anything that's powdery, I just spray it with my alcohol, which is brilliant. So this is great, especially for makeup artists. Or you just, you know, you want to make sure that your products and your brushes are really, really clean. So this will hygienically clean them. But obviously, yes, it'll sanitize them, but if you don't want a lot of product to build up there, so do give it a wash with fairy liquids and rinse it. Yeah, like there's someone saying, that but another one, what can I put the brush into when not in use? Well, this is what we're saying. We'll have our little holder now, but if you don't have a holder, like my friend has hers in, you know, one of them wee small like jewelry bags, and it has like wee pull string at the top. Wish you had a bigger version of Hero Brush for doing my fake tan. I know, Julie, you know, I was asked that a long time ago, but there's lots of companies now who are doing the big tanning brushes, but none of them is as good as the Hero Brush. I should actually look into it. I do know loads of people do have a spare Hero Brush for doing their tan on their face, elbows and hands and feet and stuff. They want to get in properly around them type of thing, and then they just use the mitt on the rest. But I have seen a few companies doing the big tan brushes, they're called now. So that okay, Hero Brush? Any other questions? We're going to move on. So let's see, we're going to move on to using the Vitals collection. So the Vitals, as we said, it is 8 brushes in this. Now, look at this. So for a long time, I just kind of used this to store my brushes in. But the bugger about this, especially when you're going away, they're clunky. They are clunky. See this? You want to see the many brushes I can get into that and kind of squeeze it closed. And I can even get like, say you just have what you get in it, and then you just want to throw a couple of makeup products in there, and then it just sits. So it's perfect. It's brilliant for holding your brushes in. You can just set it on your dressing table or whatever, and then you can kind of maneuver it around, zip it up, and it's a lot handier. So I'm loving these new brush bags. Nothing as good as the Hero, I know. So who are you buying one for Christmas? Because everybody, even people who have Hero brushes, they love getting a new one. It's like, see the many people come around just at the stands, and it's like, just love getting a new Hero brush for Christmas, like Hero brush and my jammies out of Primark. So anyway, so moving on to the brushes that you get in the, let me just make sure I'm not getting mixed up here because there's a few different brushes. Okay, so that's, yeah, so these are the ones that you get in the Vitals. Okay, so they're a little bit dirty because I used them this morning on myself, and then I had to take it off because I'm doing this demo, but there's no point in me washing them when I'm doing it on myself. So, let's start with, so this is concealer brush, okay? So whatever concealer you use, this is the Delilah Ivory. I really like it. So this is a great big concealer brush. You know, loads of girls are like doing that whole thing under their eyes. So I can literally, it'll get right up. And I like, so again, this one is really very sharp, so you can get it right up and underneath. So a lot of people I see, they'll do their concealer here, right? But what you'll find is you have a lot of discoloration underneath this lash line, so get it right up to there. We are going to go back in with our color, so don't just put your concealer there. Can you see the difference? And I'm even going to take my little sponge and have David kindly wet it for me, or made it damp. So I've brightened. Okay, so don't just do it there, as I say. We want to get it right up and under, because we want to conceal out any, especially the older we get, because our eyes are, the skin's really thin, so there's going to be a lot of veins, purple, redness coming through there. So please ask any questions, guys. So I had set Okay, great. So that's that. I'll be coming back to use that in a wee minute when I'm doing my lids. So then this is a double-ended brush. So you've got your spoolie. So Shannon does the lamination brows. They're looking better and better each time she does them. Okay, and then I'm going to take the other side, which is a really sharp, skinny eyebrow brush. I can also double up. I use, this is the one that I sell it on my website. It's called Delilah Take Cover. Julianne, that one's ivory, so if you would be very light skinned, go for ivory. So I kind of go between ivory and stone, which is the next color up. So if you would be more, kind of imagine light, medium, dark. So the ivory is the light, the stone is the medium, the dark then is, I can't remember what you call, maple or something you call that one, but that's the Take Cover. It's beautiful because, as you can see, it's not heavy, cakey, going to sit in fine lines. So back to the eyebrows. So this is, again, what I wanted when it came to my palette. I wanted a palette, a good all-round palette that you can use for loads of different stuff. So art, I'm going to use some art. So art is the names, you'll see the names on it, I'll give you a laugh. We'll have Darcy there. We have Icon, which is after David's gem. We have Art, which is after my dog called Arthur. We have Toots for Tootsie. Betty is one of my best friend's dogs. So Tootsie and Betty are best friends, so they can put beside each other. Shaz after my mummy, with Fra, who works for me down the stairs. Shannon got her own colour. Her nickname is Mock. Lee and Ash after my sisters Leanne and Ashley. So there you go. It's good crack naming all the different colours. So I'm going to take Art, which is a dark, cool brown. And a little tip that I always do, and you've seen me doing this in other, is I'll get a wet wipe. Okay, and I'm going to wet the brush. Yes, Julianne, I will swatch the colours. I need to clone myself. So, so I've just dipped that into Art, and I'm literally, because it's just kind of all about the kind of fluffy brows at the minute, I just want to fill in a few gaps. And just maybe clean that line underneath there a little bit more. And then I did have my eyebrows, I was going to say microbladed, but they're actually tattooed, similar to microblading, but they've kind of wore off. That was 2 years ago now. But the shape's still there. So I'm literally just filling in a few little blanks. So the good thing about my palette is you just pick whatever color. So obviously I would be dark brown, but see if you're blonde or something, then use the Calm. It's perfect for blonde eyebrows. I've been using it all week. Say you're more red-heady, so there's more kind of reddy browns there. Say you're light kind of gingery kind of. So you literally just pick whatever color you want. Some people like their eyebrows really dark. Some like just a little soft bit. So the likes of this Calm is brilliant for that. So yeah, so as I said, I wanted a palette that you'll be able to multi-use for a whole lot of different things. So There we go, that's that. So again, back to, I'm still on the buttons. So I'm going to take a little bit of eyeshadow primer. If you don't have eyeshadow primer, just a concealer's fine. Just whatever I'm in the mood for. And I'm going to use my big concealer brush out of that bottle. And I'm just going to pat that. And this is going to act, number one, as a concealer. So any redness, discoloration around the eyes, that's going to do that for me. But it's also going to create the perfect surface so that when you put an eyeshadow on, it just sticks to it. So I know most of you know that, but a lot of people still not, still don't know that. And then I always take this big brush. So this brush is also in my Phoenix collection, but I use it for so much. I'm like, I have to put it in my Vitalist collection. It's such a winner and everybody loves it. All right. Say for the sake of 10, guys, can you same color on your eyebrows? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do, Julie. So see just what I did. I wet with that eyebrow brush. You can use that as an eyeliner. That's the thing about makeup. People get too overwhelmed. They're like, well, I need to buy that. And I'm like, no, you can double that up. You can use your, instead of going out and buying a load of eyebrow products, eyeshadows and liners, my palette can do all of that. So if you're going away on if I was going away on holiday, I wouldn't be bringing eyebrow products and eyeliners and eyeshadows. I'll literally bring this palette. And I'm going to show you how you can, there's even a blusher color that you could use for a blusher, and then these can be used as highlighters as well as eyeshadows. So all these can be used as highlighters as well. So as I keep saying, and even the likes of that is a perfect contour color. So you don't need to be buying loads and loads of products. You just need to be showing how to use them properly and have the right tools to apply it. So I'm all about, yes, we want to look like professional finishes and all the rest of it, but we want to make our life easy. So there you go. So that's our base done. That's with our eyeshadow brush. Next thing I'm going to do is take Toots, little bit of Toots with that same big brush, and just so it's nearly like a nice base color. Then I'm going to take the next brush that's in the collection is our good old multi-use white brush. And I'm going to use, I could really use any Serenity Believe Cam or even the Lee if I wanted, but just for a good all-rounder today, I'm going to use Serenity. So I'm literally just dipping the tips of the bristles in the Serenity. And I'm just going to work that along the socket. So see just where like the back of your socket is. And it doesn't matter what shape your eye is, we all have a socket. You might be more flat-lidded, as they say. But that's okay, you can then create. So you see, I'm very lightly brushing that over the skin, fluffing it over the skin. And this is just putting in some definition back in to the socket. And giving you a bit more of a nice, nice shape to the eye. So I'm not, again, I'm really, really fussy about the eyeshadows. I wanted them to blend really easy, that the colors are going to look the way they look in the pan, and they're just easy to work with. All about easy, 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 easy peasy. So that's like a little kind of what some people call it, like a transition color. Okay, I'm going to go in now with a little bit of Fear, which is this one. So I'm not going to do a really intricate eye look. I just want to show you what you can do with the palette. So the Fear is just like a nice kind of warm brown. Like, I don't want to say too dark. It's not. There's obviously darker ones in the palette. So I wanted, as I keep saying, so literally, I mean, these are, you know, these are just all the colours that I wear now. I don't really wear any bold, bright. I did have the green on the other day. Now, some people might look at that green and go, no way. No way would I wear that green. But it is actually, see, whenever you put all your browns on and then just a little bit of the green here, it's beautiful. A little bit different, but without. So I'm taking, this is the little eye detailer that's in the Vitals collection. And I'm just gonna, see, just get underneath the lash line with that. So that's a brilliant wee brush. That was something I felt like I was missing in my other brush collections, like a wee teeny weeny eye detailer. So I'm really buzzing that we'll have these. What else have I got? So I'm going to just take that and I'm just going to soften that slightly. Just soften. We don't want any harsh lines. We want it all kind of blendy. Just keep blending out your edges. I'm going to use a brown eyeliner. This is just an Avon one. Haven't tried this yet, actually. I have it in black. I've been using the black for years, the Avon Super Shock. I haven't tried the brown in it, but so we'll give it a go. Let's see. So again, this is optional. But I like, see the way that looks a bit fleshy there? I always like to fill that in. I usually wear black, but brown's just a little bit softer. Then you're going to take this little brush, all right, so it's like a flat head, like 1/2 inch brush, and I'm going to take the color Icon, all right, and I'm just going to pat it onto here. So when you're doing your makeup, guys, do all your matte colors first and then your shimmer at the end. So that is the, I keep forgetting there's, that's the CD06, that brush. You see, it's just a really nice kind of taupe, soft, you know, like a sheen to it as opposed to a shimmery. You know, you don't want matte. Just want a little bit of sheen, a wee bit of something. I'm just gonna, because this is what I do. I don't just go pick 2 colors. I'll have a wee, you know, so I'm just kind of dipping it into Courage now. Just dip it in. Might want it a wee bit darker in there. Just have a play with it. You know, I always say when I'm doing my lessons, it's a bit like just painting a picture. So that's another good tip. You know, you can buy a 2-hour makeup lesson with me and get your 20% off this weekend. So if there's someone, say your mom or whoever, your aunt, whatever, and your dad's like trying to think of, well, what can I buy them? You know, we've also got like over 40s days, which is brilliant. I love the over 40s days. They're probably my favourite days to do. The crack's 90. We come in, we'll have Prosecco, we'll have lunch. and it's a great wee day. And I show them all how to do their makeup because they're kind of stuck in a rut a little bit. Ciara, if you get the brush here, can you also buy extra of individual brushes in the set? The new ones, not yet, Julie, but I do have the likes of this. This you can buy singly. The white brush you can buy singly. If you go onto my website, you'll see all that. What ones is it you're after, hun? You've just reminded me to do the eyeliner thing. So back to the eyebrow brush, all right? Wet it again. I'm going to take that color Art, which I used on my eyebrows, and I'm going to use it as an eyeliner. So I'm literally just going to pull that across. And because it's not a liquid, it's easier. The liquids can tend to bleed. And especially as we get older and our eyelids get a bit more softer, will I say? Don't want to say crappier, that sounds really depressing. Sorry. I need to... Sorry, I need to get in a wee bit, guys. I can't see what I'm doing. That's the other problem, getting older. Your eyesight goes. And because it's powder, you know, you can work with it a wee bit more, whereas liquid is just, and you're like, shit, if you make a mistake, you're kind of screwed. Where with the powder, you can just kind of blend it in if you make a little bit of a mistake. So, yeah, there we go. So that's just using the dark brown eyeshadow. Wet the brush, take the eyebrow brush, whatever you want to call it. It is called CD08. It's the one, so you'll know it's the eyebrow brush because it has the spoolie on the end. And there you have, and you can do that with the black or whatever color you want. Okay, a little bit of mascara. Eyeshadow blender ones. Yes, you can buy them individually on my website. Just go into brushes and you'll see that, and they'll be 20% off too. And so this is, you know, that's actually even a good point. Like, to buy that brush separately is £10 on my website. So you're getting the bigger brushes. Obviously, this would retail on its own. I would have to charge at least $22 for that. So you're getting 8 brushes and a set, all for $39.20 today. So it is unreal value. We've had great success this week, obviously before we had to close down. So what are you all doing? What are you all doing over lockdown? What can you do? Bloody watch me on Facebook, do my makeup. But please feel free to ask. You can ring in, as I say, the number's coming up along the bottom. And sometimes it's just nice to talk to someone. So Frances is there, a couple of the girls is there. When I finish on here, you can ring in or you can PM me your number and I will ring you back and talk you through any, you know, if you need advice, if you have a daughter you want to buy for, sister, mum, I can kind of point you in the right direction as far as age, what they might be after, what they might want, or what I think would be appropriate, you know. Or if you say to me, well, Ciara, you only want to spend 40 quid, what do you think I should get them? No problem, I'll help you out. So the 20% off is we are, you know, there are online sales of from like 6 o'clock this morning. People are up getting it. So I just wanted to come on and demo stuff. Thinking I'm on QVC. Getting David to do all my little banners. Feel very professional. You can't see my Black Friday things. It's against the black. Because you know me, guys. I'm not great at technical stuff, so I thought it was all getting with the program and all, getting my banners going along the bottom. So Then the other brush that comes, which is fabulous brush as well, can be used again for blusher or contour. So a little bit of blusher. I'm going to try that eyeshadow, you know, the Lee colour, which is a bit like a blusher colour. Let's just see what happens. Just to kind of prove a point about my, what do you call it, palette that can be used. So it's a really brilliant all-round palette. So yeah, I'm just using that Lee for my blusher. And it's lovely. So this brush is, do you know what, guys? It's kind of hard to tell you why a brush is better. Obviously I can tell you, but sometimes it's better. See, if someone was here in front of me, I go, well, look at this, and show them the difference in quality in brushes. But see, once you invest in good quality brushes, you do not go back to using cheap brushes. You just don't. It's a bit like, I always used to say, it's a bit like the good knife. You know, the good knife you have in the kitchen that cuts everything, and you just wouldn't go back to using the cheap one you bought out of IKEA 2 years ago because it doesn't cut anything. Anyway, so I'm going to use a little bit of Calm. As my contour. So just underneath that cheekbone. Yeah, looks good. And it's the tiniest wee bit of product because they're so pigmented. I'm literally just a wee dip. Yes, we will be back in Fairhill, but you won't get your 20% off, Julianne, because it's only for Black Friday, obviously. So if you want to pay, I can give you a ring when I'm finished here and help you out. Or Francis, if you want to try ringing, the number's along the bottom, or PMs, and I can chat to you. So you might as well. And it is limited stock. Like all this Christmas is just limited stock. And with a bit of luck, I will sell out. That's the intention. So just a little bit along the lower. And then I'm going to go back to my bigger brush and a wee bit of Shaz. Shaz is after my mummy. She was Sharon. So literally just across the top there. Fab. So Shaz is more of a pink undertone, or you could use the Goldie, depending on your skin tone. So if you've got tan on or whatever, then I would say use like Darcy or Fra, because it's more Goldie undertone to it. And then I just kind of use this to kind of blend it all. And then, do you ever see sometimes you should really wait 5 or 10 minutes and then go, right, what do I look like? And then I sort of go back and I'll have a wee footer and a tooter. So I'm like, a wee bit darker there, I think would be nice. Just give it a wee bit more definition. You know? So like painting a picture, sometimes you'll think you've finished one bit, but then you'll go back. I think David's a bit bored. So I'm just going to finish with the lip gloss. Where's that lip gloss there? Yep. Obviously, you can just use straight from the thing. I'm just going to use one of my lip brushes. And yes, I'm going to just show you as quickly as well while you're here that there's 20% off all my other sets as well. There's let me finish her offer. Don't know what I'm doing with this for today. So we got selfie lights. These are fab. So the kids love these. These are fab. See if we're taking a photo, see how that's lighting up my face. So in your photo, it's going to be really, really flattering. So the kids love them. You get a charger. You stick it on your phone, like so. To show you that blusher. And you see the way it lights your face up. So perfect for, say, even if you're out and you want to fix your makeup, or obviously it's for taking selfies to light your face up, to get rid of all the shadows. So this is why the girls are always like, always take a photo with the light shining in your face, because it's the shadows that can look a little bit, make you look worse than what you actually are. So selfie lights, so £12, take away £2.40, so less than a tenner for a selfie light this weekend. We also have our other collections, our Phoenix, our Angel Brush, our Goddess, Desire. We also have another big seller, which I haven't really talked about. I'll probably come on another day and do a face-off mitt demo over lockdown. So what is the crack with a face-off mitt? Well, as you can see, quick and easy makeup removing glove. It lasts for up to 1,000 washes. All you need is water. So hot water, it's a mitt. Put it on your hand, and then it'll literally take all of that makeup off. So if you find it's just so handy, I love getting a shower when I get home at night time. I jump in the shower, have a face off mitt, and it literally takes everything off. I don't like using, I never recommend using baby wipes, or even I have these here for like little, you know, say if I'm working on someone and I just need a little bit cleaned up somewhere, that's the only reason why I would use this, but not to take a whole makeup off. They're alcohol based, they're going to dry your skin out, it's not going to make your skin feel very good. So if you have sensitive skin, or you have a daughter or a niece, this is a big one, they go, oh my God, Ciara, my towels, they never take their makeup off properly. My towels are always minging in the bathroom. Get them a face off mitt. It literally takes everything off. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you on the back of my hand. So David, I need you to do me another wee favour. There should be one actually in the drawer. Can you suck a face off mitt for me? Just suck up that's right. So yeah, I'm going to show you on the back of my hand. So I've already got concealer. I'm going to take some of the black, right, put it onto the concealer. I'm going to take some of the mascara spoolie. So we've got mascara and we've got some eyeliner. So I'm really gonna put myself on the spot here. So that's a gel eyeliner, which we all know is a bloody nightmare to come off. So there's concealer, lip gloss, black eyeshadow, mascara, and eyeliner. So you get your face off mitt. There's nothing on that, only water. Look at that. Now really put myself, imagine that didn't come off. There you go, spotless. So honestly, they're so good. They literally take your whole makeup off. It's whatever's in the microfibers. It just seems to break down the particles in your makeup, and it just wipes it off, and then you literally throw that in the washing machine. So I leave mine in the shower, so every other day I'll throw it in the washing. I'll just make sure and rinse it out, even with a bit of shampoo or shower gel in between days, and then every few days I'll just, obviously I have a couple going in my house, so I'll just stick in the washing machine. So any other questions? Let me see, how do I get so I can change the, what do you press? Banners. Okay, so just a wee quick run over. So we have our Burr palette. Was £32 this weekend only. We have the Noir. Now, it's kind of really hard to demo and hold at the same time. So this is the flat lay bag. So these open right out. I'm wondering how this kind of, so these open right out. So they're so handy for throwing everything in. And then literally you close it like so, and the strings just go into the bag. So if you have a makeup bag that you have to take everything out to find the bloody pencil or the mascara that's at the bottom, this is going to be your best friend. This is your Noir flat lay bag, reduced to $14.40 Black Friday only. We have the brush set, which I've just showed you on the demo. This was £100, then it got reduced to £49, but for this weekend only, it's $39.20. You get 8 brushes in that, which I've just demoed. And last but not least, we have our hero gift set. This is a no-brainer for, oh, put my wee thing on, £24. Sure, that's a gorgeous wee, so it comes in the wee, so even them boxes are handy for throw. You know, I like keeping, see even my perfumes and all, I just take the lid and keep all my perfumes kind of stacked in that. So that comes like so. All right, so that's your hero gift set, reduced to 24 quid. So no brainer, and 20% off all of the rest of my stuff online. And let's not forget the collaboration with Chloe Morton for you younger ones who love the really, really bright colours. I will do a swatch and put it on. That's all the bright colours. So if you're wanting to cheer yourself up and do all bright colours, there's loads of shimmers and glitters and different things. Chloe does loads of YouTube videos on how to use all them colours, and she has a little lovely brush starter pack with 6 brushes. I'll just show you quickly. So that's her brushes there. So they're lovely little synthetic brushes, great wee starter pack for anybody who's just looking to start getting into their makeup. As I say, my Darcy, who is 12, is busting my chops. She wants the Chloe brushes because obviously I'm not cool because I'm her mummy, so she doesn't want my brushes, she wants Chloe's brushes. So brilliant for any kind of starter off, the younger ones. My brushes obviously a little bit more expensive, but they're going to last you a lifetime. So that's Chloe's brushes. Again, she has an eyeliner one, she has a spoolie, she has a contour, little flat brushes, a couple for the eyes. So again, little starter pack, gorgeous, comes in the white kind of iridescent bag. So yeah, so that's it, guys. So reduced from 30 to 24 quid on these 2 products. So that's less than £50 for these 2 products. So anybody, you know, younger ones really into that, but anybody else, everybody is going absolutely mad for these already. We have a waiting list of, I haven't even looked the past couple of days, but at least a few hundred people are waiting on their Burr palette coming, so it should be here Monday, Tuesday. So we're just putting, we've just got a list, so just to send straight out. So options are go online, ciaradailymakeup.com, PM us, Ciara. I'd love to chat to you to get some help. Oh, you're just brilliant. Yeah, I'd love to chat to you, get some help or some advice on what to buy for who. You want to take advantage of the 20% off. This is only going to happen this weekend. Just to let you know that we are doing what we call an ultimate bundle, which is the 4 of my products. Right, so these 4 products for £100. So this is the ultimate bundle. So you can get 4 of these for £100. So massive saving of like, I think it was like 88 quid or something when you buy the 4 all together. There isn't a further 20% off that because you're already getting like, well, I don't know what it worked out, like 45% discount off that. So you can buy them individually and get 20% off this weekend, or you can buy all 4 for £100, which is massive, 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 what do you call it, deal anyway. So I hope that helps some of yous. PM is if you want to ring in or you want us to ring you back, we can advise you. Hope you all have a good day. I'm looking good. Know where to go. Sure, it's a good time to practice your makeup. Right, so over and out. That's me for today. Bye, guys.